just going to get straight into it. I want to thank the Father God because He helps me to be reminded of a lot of things. Whether that be on the surface, whether that be in dreams. This particular topic was something that I have expressed because I have gone through personally on how I expressed it, but the message around it is so big. Like, it's so big. It's so big. And even with this message, I feel not all messages gotta be majestic as others. This one is really important. Like, this one is deep to me. Like, this one I see in my dreams. Like, this one I can't run from type thing, you know? Because I actually experienced it physically. I'm like, that is serious. Like, that's not something that anyone or I would just take lightly. No. Like, that really, really did it. That really did it. And even being in a situation like that, I'm leaving. I will leave. And I see my actions, because you think about it as a third person and you say, well, I would think you do the same thing. Seeing it in a dream and seeing it in real life, that I'm just like walking away from something or running away from something, or I'm making it worse by doing it, or, you know, I'm giving up. Like, that is the least from my mind. But to be reassured of it, it's exactly what you should do, right? Why would I stay knowing what this is, right? That's the thing. You're already sitting there, seeing, witnessing, and it's just like, okay, I'm really witnessing this. I'm really gonna stand for this. Like, I don't like it, so you leave the situation. You leave it to them, you know? It's like that. Like, you can have it. Listen, you're walking away, but remember, you're sitting there witnessing these things. You've been sitting there for a little bit. So it's apparent of what's going on. I see, the person sees, everyone sees. And you just happen to get up. It shouldn't be surprising. You get up, something is wrong, isn't it? And before I got on here, I said something. I said, it's so deep. That's why it's so rich, and I don't mind taking my time with this, and I sometimes have to remind myself too. But of course, see, that's what I mean. We rehearse it. That's one thing that I do to show it. I have to literally take my time. It's so deep, guys. It's like a dream. It brings you out this funk. It brings you out whatever case of you're in. That's what I mean, like, to take my time to pause. I don't typically pause when I speak. Something like this needs to be worded, not like superbly. I'm just saying, like, worded. Like, is this really how you feel? Versus me saying it in different other ways. I'm like, I don't have to keep rehearsing it if I just say it just the way I feel about it. Like, nah, this is something I wanna let out. Let it out in different ways, whether it been a little bit or a lot. Yeah. Everything that I'm about to say, it's not gonna be around the bush. It never could be. It never is supposed to be. It shouldn't. Why would it be around the bush when I spoke about these things? You know, like, this is nothing that is hidden. Yeah. I'll wait. All right. It's really deep to me, foremost because they know. They know. I know. And I say to him, Father, thank you for reminding me of these things for me to be able to say it, for me to at least tell a person if I can and when I can, because I can speak to you about a lot of things, but when do I remember this? This is deep to me. This is everything. If I could circle 5 things that I can speak about, because remember, those 5 things hold power to it, and then within those 5 things you can find other things in it. In this right here, I can find so many things in it. So many things, and this right here is something that everyone knows. Everyone might, well, I don't want to say goes through. No, that's false. That's definitely false. That's definitely false, because I'm in the dream still, knowing I'm the only one. Like, I'm just like, dang, I gotta go to dream this? Dreams, you know. So, yeah, it's deep. But then you know also that the reason that you're going through it is because of the reasons. The reason why you're here. You know, it's just like the reasons. It's so deep. So I thank him and I thank them. I said this, I said, I thank you, Father. I thank Jesus. I thank them. All of you. Because you know, when you're able to remind me of something or help me with something, it's like reminding me of who I am. The only way I can be me for you and be me for them, more as a barren woman, but I'm like, be me for them. I'm like, I have to be reminded of who I am. You see? But no, you don't, because this is deep. I hold so many things, and when I'm not me, I can't share it. I'm going live because it's been some time, and I'm here to tell the truth about everything and all things that I know. Because if I don't, who will? I am not religious. I don't go to a church. I'm in my own home. So this is not for any motive. This is not a game. It's the life I'm living. When I wake up, this is my reality. So there's no reason to even lie. There's no reason to even hide, right? There's no reason to even, or should even have a motive for this, even though we know some do. So I'm just here to disclaim the obvious, since I am coming on and any person can hear me. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of backstory. And simply, like I said in the beginning, I'm not religious. The difference between religious and spiritual is that I'm not doing anything religiously. I'm not going to church religiously to be, I guess what most people would say, knowledgeable, or be official, or what society thinks is acceptable to speak about such things. I don't have a degree, but that doesn't mean that I should close my mouth. That doesn't mean I should not speak about these things. And if anybody's telling me that I shouldn't because of me not having those things, who are they? That's the first thing. That's the first thing. Who are they? When these are the same people The same people that speak about rights, speak about freedom, stand in these places so confidently and preach it. You hear me? For whoever's listening out there, I'm here to tell the truth. And that's the only reason why I'm here. You want the real truth? You want real philosophy? You want the obvious? The fullness of it. Not just statistics. Not just time and time again, the repetition, and nothing happens, nothing changes. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. You know why? Because it's coming from somebody that lives in this darkness, lives in this world of a freaking deep pit. You don't want to call it heaven, you don't want to call it hell, cool then. But you will know, living here, that this world is full of death. So if any book is quoting it, I could believe it. But whatever you want to believe this world to be, whatever you want to think, keep believing in whatever that is. But what I will say is that it doesn't change what happens within it. And if you are about science, then you should know the theory in that what makes something is what's within it. You think about that, and then you should have your answer of what this world is. I don't think I have to give you that answer, even though it's so obvious. But I'm here to give you the same theory that you give me. But for some reason, no one's coming to the full truth of what this world is. Everybody wants to figure out and nitpick at it, destroy it, touch it, poison it, fertilize it. But nobody's coming to the fullness of what the root is. No one wants to literally diagnose this. I imagine that's probably why you have no cure then. Maybe if you start off with what this world really is, then you would most likely be gifted a cure then from the highest. That leads me into how you trust man, you trust mere humans, mere mortals to help you with the answers that they can't give you. But the answers that they could be given just as you. But by who? I think you can answer that. Because it's so obvious. You hear it. You sense it. What is it? And that wasn't a question, but it could be one. It could be a riddle too. Or it could just be so simple. Some people call it the Matrix. You call it whatever you want to call it. You just best to know what it is. What is going on? What's going down? Open your eyes. Stay awake to it. So I'm here to give you within the meaning behind it. Because there's so many entitlements, so many different names for it. And that's causing division for some reason. What are we really aiming for? Let's keep the most important part of this. What's the whole reason that we're here marching? The whole reason why we're here teaching or coming to remembrance of what? No, I don't want to hear the names. Because anybody and everybody uses one, right? There's so many. but you're starting to forget the purpose behind it. Are we all trying to find something? Are we all trying to get somewhere? Get to that point of happiness, the peak of it? Some people call it euphoria. Some people call it this. Listen, again, the entitlements. Let's make it simple for a person, because when we start riddling, some people get lost in it. Some people simply just don't agree for some reason, even though it is the same message. I live here, so not only can you trust me in knowing that I've been in this pit to sin too. So what could I tell you, or what could I be a hypocrite of? I couldn't. I can give you understanding, I can give you mercy, but then I can also say accountability. You know, it's the way you look at it, because the things I've done being in this pit, of course I don't regret it, but it wasn't right of me. So I'm just here to not make excuses. But at the same time, I am here to shed some light on why and give understanding. This world is dark. You know, if someone would have told you this in the beginning, would you believe it? If someone would have tried to explain this, would you get it? You would have had to experience it yourself. And lucky enough, a blessing and a curse it comes with, you do. So that's where there's no excuses. And that's where I don't have to speak for you. You here too to bear witness. But if you do not choose, keyword, choose to speak up, speak the truth, or lie behind it, that's okay. Because there are other witnesses. There is a true witness of these things, you get it? This ain't nothing new. This ain't nothing new. And if they're not teaching you this in the history books of your ancestors, well, there are books that do. If your parents and your family and your friends don't talk among you about these things,
Alizé, too.
Don't give up on it.